Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. How's it going? Today we're going to be taking a look at how your spirit guides view you. So we are going to tap in and see, what kind of changes you're making, how your spirit team views you, maybe how your ancestors view you, pretty much whatever comes through. So we're going to have 3 piles. The first pile is going to be this pyrite stone. So this will be pile number 1 with the pyrite. Pile number 2, you're going to be this solidite. Hopefully it'll focus. Pile number 2. And pile number 3, you are this tree agate. Pile number 3, you are the tree agate. So we're going to take a look and see how your spirit guides are viewing you right now. So I will see you at your piles. Okay, hello, pile number 1. If you guys chose the pyrite stone, this is going to be your reading on how your spirit guides are viewing you right now. So a lot of you, I'm hearing, started from the bottom, now we here. Started from the bottom, now our whole team here. So I do feel that you are coming from like a 5 of Pentacles type of energy, where you are coming from, I'm hearing self-made. Okay, so you guys may have come from, not having very much to all of a sudden living very, well, not all of a sudden, but living very comfortably, very abundantly. You've changed your mindset. You've changed the way you look at money. You've also changed the way you look at life in general. And you also changed the way that you look at your past. You're no longer kind of looking at your past as if, in this 5 of Cups type energy where you're like, oh, why'd this happen to me? Why did I have to go through that type of stuff? Kind of being a martyr or self-pity. You're no longer doing that. You're looking at it more like, what did I learn from it and how can I grow from it? So your spirit guides kind of want to applaud you for changing the way you see your money. I'm hearing that this could have been a family thing where, generation after generation lived in poverty mindset or just lived in poverty in general. But we're going to get more into it and we're going to see, that was a little crazy, how your spirit guides see you. So that is a lot, but we will take them all, I guess. Okay, that is a lot. So on the bottom of the deck, we have, instead of praying for an outcome, I pray for the highest good of all. Right? So you're no longer looking for the outcome of something. You're not praying for an outcome of something. You're praying for the highest good of yourself. Okay? So if this means that, you have to go through certain things or certain lessons in regards to, say, money, you are not praying that you have $1 million. You're more so praying now that you live comfortably, or you don't have to live paycheck to paycheck. It's not like you're looking at abundance a little bit differently. You're looking at it more in the details, right? To live abundantly, what does that mean to you? To live rich, what does that mean to you? You got a roof over your head, you're always fed, right? Your bills are paid, you have enough money to go out and do some things, right? This is your new rich, right? So you're no longer praying for like a huge amount or, say that you really want to be really, really wealthy. You're more so praying, instead of a dollar amount, you're praying for, you to be able to live a certain lifestyle. And this is changing your mindset, changing your outcome and how you see things. So we have, when I'm connected to joy, when I'm connected to my joyful presence, I attract the support of the universe. So when you are attracted, or when you are connected to your happiness, to your joy, sorry, my cat's got a cone on her head. I have to watch her. So when you are connected to your own presence and your own joy, you get the support of the universe, and this is what Spirit's trying to tell you. So your spirit guides view you as being connected to your eternal source, to your joy, to your happiness, and they want to let you know that this is ultimately bringing in more support from the universe. As you feel joy in your present moment, the more joy will come to you, right? As the more abundant and rich you feel right now, the more richness and abundance will come to you, right? When I lean on faith of the universe, peace becomes real. So you're leaning on the universe and you're attracting support from the universe. So your spirit guides view you as someone who is very faithful, very trusting within the universe and within them, right? And they appreciate this as well. They also want you to know that your vibe speaks louder than your words. So the more you feel joy, the more you feel present, the more that your spirit guides are able to come in and help you with your abundance, right? Help you with your joy or with your riches. Your spirit guides view you as tuned in to your emotions as well. I honor the way I want to feel. Didn't even see this yet. I honor the way how I want to feel. So my vibe speaks louder than my words. So you're someone who is very connected to their emotions, very connected to their center. Your spirit guides view you as being able to tap in and tune into them through your emotions, through how you feel. Okay? And it's through how you feel is how you're going to attract more abundance, attract more wealth, so to speak. Okay? My energy creates my reality. What I focus on is what I will manifest, right? This is all about that poverty mindset. You're no longer focused on the poverty mindset. You're more focused on what you can become or how you want to feel. Like I said in the beginning, instead of praying for an outcome, you're more so focused on how you want to feel in the present moment more so than the outcome of a situation. Because when we fixate on an outcome of a situation and then that situation kind of doesn't happen or that outcome doesn't happen, it lowers our mood and it lowers our vibration or it lowers our state of being. And we are kind of changing that. We're no longer focused on poverty, on what we don't have, and we're more focused on what we do have. And this is creating more abundance, and this is getting more momentum going within your energy field. Okay, so your spirit guides are viewing you as someone who is very focused on the present moment and someone who is very focused on how they want to feel. You're also someone who has changed the way they see abundance and changed the way they see wealth and riches, right? So we have the presence of love always casts out fear. Right? Whenever you're fearful about the future or you're praying for an outcome or you're too focused on an outcome, you're kind of becoming more aware of this and you're dropping down into the present moment, into the how you want to feel, right? My vibe speaks louder than my words, and I honor the way I want to feel. So you are more so leaning on faith of the universe, where you become peaceful because you focus more on the present moment and you're focused more on love and instead of an outcome, right? Because if you think too far in the future, it kind of creates this fear. It kind of creates this what if tactic, and then you kind of get thrown off. So you're realizing this and you change your focus on what you want to focus on, and it'll eventually bring that in. And the last one we have, obstacles are detours in the right direction. So this is challenges, trials, and tribulations. Obstacles or detours in the right direction. So this is how you're looking at obstacles now. This is how you're looking at your past now, right? You were looking at past obstacles as, why me, or self-pity, or being a little bit of a martyr, but we're looking at these obstacles differently now. We're looking at them in more of a positive aspect, and we're looking at them as more of a learning curve. So your spirit guides want to applaud you for that, because you are completely changing your vibration. You're completely changing how you look at your past. You're also completely changing how you look at abundance and how you look at wealth, okay? So let's get a little deeper into it. Spirit guides, angels, and ancestors. How are you viewing pile number one? How are pile number one's ancestors and spirit team viewing them? Oh my God. Abundance. See what I mean? Exactly. I am a limitless being. I can manifest whatever I desire in this physical reality. My energy creates my reality. What I focus on is what I will manifest. You guys have completely changed what you're focused on now. You're more so focused on abundance and what abundance means to you. You're more focused on what wealth means to you. You're more focused on the present moment and how you want to feel, what items make you feel good, how money makes you feel, how paying your bills makes you feel. You're more so focused on the feeling of something rather than the having of it, right? That is absolutely beautiful, and your spirit guides want to applaud you for that. They really do, because you're more focused on the attitude of gratitude, right? And look, we have success on the bottom of the deck. I know that there is no greater goal than to love. So here, the presence of love will always cast out fear, right? You are starting to realize and starting to learn that the more you love your life and the more you love yourself and the more you have fun and you just love everything around you, sure, you'll have your bad days where you slip back into fear, or you slip back into that poverty mindset, but your spirit guides want you to know, like, hey, that's okay, because then we can counteract that by focusing on what we do have, by focusing on the love within us, right? And this is how you connect to your spirit guides as well, is the more that you fall into a loving experience, the more that you can connect with them, right? So that's absolutely beautiful. You guys are definitely, I'm hearing one more, so wow, and there it is, love. There it is. I commit to the practice of the seeing the good in all things. Yeah, what did I just say? Seeing the good in all things, including your past, right? You're starting to see things differently now, and this is changing your reality. You're starting to see abundance everywhere. Instead of just one outcome, you're starting to look at everywhere and see abundance, 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 abundance. And it's changing the way your vibration works in alignment with money, in correspondence with money and abundance, okay? So, let's just see. Grab a few from here. How are pile number 1 spirit guides viewing them right now? How are pile number 1 spirit guides viewing them? You work a lot. Look, find your sacred flow. You're in flow with the universe. Okay? Ambush your fear with your ferocious dream. So you're ambushing your fears. The presence of love will always cast out fear. Ambush fear with your ferocious dream. You are starting to realize and recognize when you're starting to feel fearful, right? And then you incorporate with this elephant, you start to incorporate the wisdom that you've learned in the past. This is how you're starting to see, I see 1, 1, 2, 3, starting to ascend, starting to look at your past differently, starting to look at the lessons that you've learned, right? Starting to recognize when you are in a fearful state, hey, this is not serving me, this is not doing me any good. I'm going to switch it up, and I'm going to start to focus on things that are good that are happening in my life. And this is completely changing your vibration. And your vibes will speak louder than your words, right? This is how the universe will support you. You're starting to become grateful for every little thing that's ever happened. And realizing, hey, obstacles are just detours in the right direction. You're starting to look at things differently, and it's beautiful. Okay? I'm going to read this sacred flow. We've got number 12. So finding your flow state, your unique rhythm, bringing your spirituality into solution, in flow with the universe. Bro, in flow. When I am connected to my joyful presence, I attract the support from the universe. So right now, pile number 1s, your spirit guides are viewing you as in flow with the universe, in tune with the universe, very synchronistic, okay? You guys may have had experiences happen where you feel something and then you see something that makes you feel that exact feeling, or you think about something and then it appears, right? Or, you're getting a lot of signs and synchronicities like numbers, angel numbers, butterflies, dragonflies, little bugs that come and find you, ladybugs, things like that, right? You'll see flashes of light, or you'll hear someone calling your name, okay? Pausing, surrendering control, taking time to understand other perspectives and your own. Taking time to understand other perspectives. This is exactly what you were doing. You were taking time to understand another perspective of your past or what you've had to go through. And you're taking the time and you're starting to really see things differently. And this is how your spirit guides are viewing you. They're viewing you as someone who is looking at things differently, looking at the bigger picture of things, starting to realize and recognize that abundance is everywhere, changing the meaning that you're giving to things, right? And it's completely changing I'm hearing a timeline shift. It's like literally you're jumping paradigms. And you're doing this daily. It's almost like the more you are looking at things differently, the more you see beauty in the world, the more you cast out your fear and drop into love and drop into the beauty around you, the more you're jumping. And you're quantum leaping like this, quick. And I have a feeling that you are the first one in your family lineage to maybe do this, okay? So your ancestors are also applauding. I don't know how I heard Jessica, okay, Raylyn, Cynthia, Sophia, I don't know why I just started getting a bunch of names. Jake, Raquel, did I say Raquel? I said Raquel. Okay. So yeah, you're starting to be in tune with the universe and casting out your fear. Also, okay, let's see. spirit guides, angels, and ancestors, how? I trust your vibes. So you trust your vibes, right? Trust your vibes. My vibes speak louder than my words. Trust them, right? When you're feeling good, you know that you're in alignment. You guys might also get a lot of ear ringing, a lot of ear popping. Just one moment, I'm gonna check on my kitty. Are you okay? Okay, she's okay. So, angels and ancestors, how are the viewers of pile number 1? How are their spirit guides viewing them right now? Spiritual support. You guys have spirit all around you right now. Look at this. The more you tune into love, the more your spirit guides are around you right now, okay? They're supporting you in everything you do. Dear angels, I allow you to support me as I grow more spiritually aware. So you guys are becoming more aware of their presence. You're becoming more aware of your own thoughts, your own ways of looking at things, your own perspective. And this is how spirit is viewing you. You are protected at the bottom with Archangel Michael. Okay, thank you, Archangel Michael, for surrounding me with your protective light. For surrounding me with your protective light. You see this? You are so spiritually protected. It's not even funny. Okay? Your abundance is protected. I do feel that this group is going through like some sort of spiritual awakening. You could be becoming more aware of your thoughts and your actions, and you may be thinking like, oh no, I had a fearful thought. Oh no, now I'm going to manifest that. When I focus on growth, oh no. And you're kind of like freaking out a bit. Your spirit wants you to just relax, go back into the flow of love, and focus on that, okay? Just because you focus on maybe 1 or 2 negative thoughts, that doesn't mean you're going to manifest all this negativity, okay? You are protected from yourself as well, okay? Spirit is really, really surrounding you and protecting you right now, and they want you to connect more to what you love to do, okay? What makes you feel good. Don't focus on the outcomes, but focus more so on what is making you feel good in the present moment. And then do that and implement that daily, okay? So let's just get a few more from tarot and then we will finish it off. How do pile number 1 spirit guides view them right now? How do pile number 1 spirit guides? Look, 2 of Cups, you are connected to the higher self and the higher realms. This is what I'm getting from this card immediately. You see all that rainbowy colors? Right, you guys may be seeing rainbows as well, but you are connected to your yin and your yang. You are starting to connect to your higher self. You are starting to connect your masculine and your feminine energies, and they are with you. You are starting to connect to the power of love as well. We have the 9 of Pentacles here, someone who's independent, self-sufficient, doing it on their own. Your spirit guides are viewing you right now as someone who is very connected to the universe, someone who is very independent or is learning how to be independent. You are someone who is full of love. You have a lot of love to give other people, and spirit recognizes this. This is why you are being so protected, including with the white light around you. You have up to 5 ancestors or 5 angels and spirit guides. You guys may also work with the angelic realm. Invoke Archangel Michael or Archangel Metatron to come and help you. But your spirit guides are definitely in tune with you. They're giving you lots of messages. You guys may be finding a lot of feathers as well. Okay? Look at this. What did I say about serendipity? Page of Cups. This is my serendipitous card. You guys may be getting a lot of signs and synchronicities. Look at this. The 2 hands forming a heart. What's in the middle? This little connection. That's an atom. That's like the Big Bang Theory. Some of you guys may watch the Big Bang Theory, but you guys are so in tune and connected with the universe. The universe has a whole lot of love for you. Like, your spirit guides are viewing you as someone with so much love, and they want you to know that. They feel your love. They feel how much love that you have to give to the world. And the universe is trying to give that right back to you, okay? You just need to open up your heart to it. You may be getting a lot of serendipitous type events happening, right? Okay? We also have the Page of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles is someone who is self-made, a healer, someone who's very content, someone who's very abundant. Look at this. Someone who knows they are abundant, right? This is how your spirit guides are viewing you right now, as abundant. Spiritually abundant, mentally abundant, and physically abundant, right? You have abundance everywhere. And you're at 1919 on the clock. So your spirit guides want you to know that they're viewing you as someone who is infinitely abundant, a self-made healer, someone who's very reliable, someone who's nurturing. You see these antlers? Someone who's very grounded, someone who's very connected to the universe as well. You may have a wide open crown chakra and third eye chakra, Okay? We have the Page of Pentacles. So your spirit guides are viewing you as someone who is being put on a pedestal right now by the universe. Okay? Someone who is very, very, you see these roots going down? You may be an earth sign, does not have to be, but you are someone who's very, very grounded, but also very up in the heavens, okay? So you're recognizing the abundance that you have here on the physical plane, and you're also recognizing the abundance that you have in the spiritual realm, okay? And you are recognizing how protected you really are. And it's because you have a genuine heart, and you have this purity about you, and your aura is very bright and expansive, no matter what you've gone through, right? You're looking at these obstacles different. You're looking at what you went through differently, right? Hi, baby. I don't know if you can see her. She's in a little cone. My little cone head. She's okay. But yeah, your spirit guides are viewing you as someone who's very abundant, someone who's very practical yet spiritual, okay? So pile number 1, if that resonated with you, please hit the thumbs up, comment down below. I would love to know who you are, and I will see you guys at my next video. Bye. Pile number 2. Pile number 2, if you selected the Solidite stone, this is going to be your reading on how your spirit guides are viewing you right now. So let's get into it. Right away, as I'm tapping into your energy, don't mind my cat. She's got a cone on her head. I have to watch her. So if you see me like looking around, you know, and doing things, it's because she's got a little cone on her head. She's okay though. So spirit guides, can you tap me into the energy of the collective of pile number 2 and how their spirit guides are viewing them right now? Someone who's very outspoken or is learning how to speak up for themselves, okay? You may have been silent for a very long time. You may have been afraid to speak your mind. You may have been shut down or had people walk all over you. I'm hearing boundaries as well. Your spirit guides are viewing you as someone who's finally learning how to stick up for themselves and finally learning how to assert boundaries. Not only assert them, but speak them, right? You may have in the past been a little bit weary about speaking up on your boundaries or telling people no. 222 on the clock there. So this is something your spirit guides are watching you do and watching you conquer, and they're very, very proud of you, okay? So let's just see, how do pile number 2's spirit guides view them right now? Okay, so I choose love no matter what. So what I get from this card is you're choosing yourself, okay? You're choosing to love yourself. You're choosing to speak up with your boundaries, and you're learning how to do it lovingly, right? You don't have, just because you have boundaries in place doesn't mean that you're not compassionate. So I do see that you're choosing love wherever you go, and no matter what matter you use it, right? When I'm in alignment with love, the universe, when I'm in alignment with the love of the universe, peace cannot be disrupted, right? So I choose love no matter what, and this is you finally choosing yourself, okay? This is what I'm seeing here. I also see a lot of purple here. So you're learning how to choose yourself, and you're learning how to assert boundaries, but you're doing it with the flow of the universe. You're doing it with the help of your spirit guides. It's almost like you're listening to your intuition and who to put boundaries up with and what to do and how to go about it, right? Energy flows where my intention goes, right? So you're starting to have the intention of speaking up for yourself, creating better boundaries, doing things for you, pouring into your own cup. And this is giving the energy a lot of momentum, right? You have the universe kind of supporting you in doing so. So say that you want to put up a boundary with someone and someone kind of oversteps that boundary or crosses that boundary. You are now going to be sticking up for yourself and speaking up for yourself and saying, hey, you crossed the boundary. I didn't like that. You are also now going to get the support of the universe backing what you're saying. And it's going to, the universe is kind of going to put this person in their place, letting them know that, hey, you crossed a boundary with our little angel here. That cannot happen again. And then this person will recognize that, hey, not only are you sticking up for yourself, but your spirit guides and your ancestors are also sticking up for you, okay? So you're not to be played with, all right? Pile number 2. Let's see what else we can get. I am a spirit having a human experience, and I am here to get closer to love. You see this with this third eye here? I really do see that you see the angelic realm. You can see where your angels and your guides want you to go, and they want you to set and assert boundaries, but with love and with compassion. Okay, and I think that you're doing just that. So how does my pile number 2 spirit team view them? When I lean towards love, I am led. Yeah, you guys are being led by your spirit team, by your spirit guides, of where to assert boundaries and how to assert boundaries. Okay? And knowing that if you assert boundaries, and you may have been a person where it's like, oh, but if I put a boundary up with this person, I'm not going to be liked. You're no longer kind of thinking of that. You're more so thinking of, you know what? I don't need to be liked because my spirit team loves me. So you know what? I'm going to put up this boundary anyways, and I'm going to block this person, and I'm going to give them a peace of mind, but I'm going to do it with compassion and with self-love. And I'm going to do it anyways because I know that I have my spirit team here and they're telling me what to do, and I'm listening to them, and I'm finally in tune with my intuition, and I'm finally trusting myself. So you know what? I'm going to put up that boundary and I don't really care. And your spirit team is applauding you. They're recognizing this, right? They're recognizing you speaking your truth, okay? And you have their full support. So when you are led by love and the love for yourself, you can't go wrong, right? You're starting to follow you and what you want to do, okay? So let's get more into it. Which ones are we going with next? Okay. How does pile number 2's spirit team view them? How is pile number 2's spirit team viewing them? I think that you're gaining more confidence too with this yellow here. Keep getting drawn back to this yellow card. So energy flows where my intention goes. Your intention is now on protecting yourself, okay? Having the willpower and the determination and the courage to protect yourself, right? To follow what you want to do and not follow what anybody else wants to do. And your spirit team is viewing you as someone who is a go-getter, I'm hearing, okay? A little angel, Angelina. Don't know why I said that, but hey. How does pile number 2's spirit guides view them right now? Gratitude, look, and pride. Here's that yellow. Here's that solar plexus energy, okay? I love myself, and I see myself in everyone. What did I just say? You're learning how to pour into yourself. You're learning how to love yourself. You're on this self-love journey. And the self-love journey includes putting up boundaries with people, putting up that, me first type of attitude, and recognizing that that's not selfish, okay? Major Leo energy coming through. You may want to work with like sunstone or yellow crystals, or just, wear a lot of yellow. But I see you right now working on yourself and getting in the attitude of gratitude. I am thankful for this life and the opportunities that it presents, right? So it's almost like you're giving yourself more gratitude, okay? You're pouring into yourself, you're loving yourself, you're creating this self-love bubble and this perimeter around yourself, and you're like, you know what? If anybody steps through this, I have enough self-love, and I know that my spirit team is with me. I'm going to put up these boundaries. I don't care, because I love myself. And you don't have to like me, okay? Your projection of me does not matter. And you're starting to learn this, and you're starting to speak up for yourself, and you're starting to, pour into yourself more. And this is how your spirit guides are viewing you right now, as someone who is being on this self-love journey, right? Empathy. You may be very empathic too, so you may be able to feel. See, I am open to seeing both sides of a situation. You're also very empathic, so I do feel that you have absorbed a lot of people's nonsense and a lot of people's garbage, and this is why you need to start putting up boundaries, or why you started putting up boundaries in the first place, is because you absorb a lot of gunk. Like, I seen this card earlier, and this is all like a tangled mess, and you're now starting to reorganize this mess here, okay? You're starting to see with this purple and this third eye chakra here, this eye, you're starting to see things for what they are. The people around you, the boundaries that you need to implement, because you are an empath and you do soak up. You're like a sponge soaking up everybody's nonsense. And then you're like, oh, what is mine? And what is theirs? So now you're starting to circulate everything. What is mine and what is theirs, okay? Out of this big jungled mess, right? So you're losing other people's energy, okay? And you're starting to choose yourself. And you're starting to know what is your energy and what is someone else's energy, what boundaries you need to put into place and speak up on, and what boundaries you need to put on for yourself too. This is including yourself. You're learning how to reparent yourself, okay? Beautiful, beautiful. And then we have courage on the bottom. See? I find the inner strength to face fear with confidence, right? There's that Leo energy, that courage, that strength, that pride. I love myself and I see myself in everyone. And I find the inner strength to face fear with confidence. This is like facing that fear of putting up boundaries or of speaking up for yourself, right? You're no longer, you're having the courage and the strength to do it. What beautiful energy. Aw, I love you guys. Self-love journey, unite. Amazing. Okay, so let's see. How do pile number 2's spirit guides view them right now? How do pile number 2 spirit guides? You're very in tune. And you may have prophetic dreams, I'm hearing as well, because I'm looking here. And they've got their eyes closed and they've got this little rainbow with this. So I do feel like you got some sort of prophetic dreams happening here. Spirit's trying to guide you in the right direction, trying to tell you which way to follow, what boundaries to implement. We also have this moon here. So I am really getting, like, you get a lot of downloads at nighttime here. If you guys have not started writing a dream journal, Spirit's kind of saying, hey, you may want to write a dream journal here. You might want to start a dream journal here. Okay, so how do pile number 2's spirit guides view them right now? Look, spiritual abundance. Ooh, thank you, angels, for blessing me with infinite abundance. Look at that, spiritual abundance. What I'm getting from this card is you're about to be blessed for all the work that you're doing right now. Okay, there's a lot of yellow, a lot of gold here. Not all that glitters is gold, and you've realized this. You've realized, see, this is also spiritual abundance. So when I said before that, you know, you're like, hey, I don't care about putting up a boundary with you because I don't need you to like me. My spirit guides like me. They are giving you a bunch of abundance. They're blessing you in infinite love and abundance, and they're trying to show you, and they are showing you that they're there supporting you and supporting every boundary that you lay with someone. They are there with you. They are supporting you. They are giving you abundance, okay? There might be also abundance of signs and synchronicities there for you too. How do... signs from the universe. Look, she's sleeping. Dreams, you guys. Write down your dreams, I'm telling you. Signs from heaven. Thank you, heaven, for sending me reminders of your presence. What did I just say about the spiritual abundance? Reminding you that they're there. In your dream state especially. But Spirit is there reminding you, we're here for you, we're here for you. Set that boundary. Yep, do it. I'm getting chills. Like, do it, set it. You know what? You're on the right track. We're here. We're showing you. Yes, this is it. This is good. Start pouring into yourself. Start loving yourself. Yes, more. And you guys are getting signs and signs and signs. And you're like, yes, yeah, I'm good. I got this. And you keep doing it and you keep doing it. And then it gains momentum, gains more momentum. And you have the intention now where you are on this self-love journey and you're getting signs and synchronicities, okay? Especially in your dream state, okay? You may need to crack the code. Look, and then we have spiritual support at the bottom of the deck here. So you are definitely supported by the universe, okay? Look, self-love. Look, love and accept yourself, okay? Thank you, angels, for lovingly guiding me to self-acceptance. They're showing you how to become more self-aware, more self-loving, not self-loathing. How to put up those boundaries, because boundaries are self-love. So you definitely are on this self-love journey, and your spirit guides are viewing you as someone who is on the self-love journey and is killing the game. You're killing the game right now, okay? And then we have manifesting miracles at the bottom of the deck here. So let's just get a few more. Desire. Look, inflow with money. See? Spiritual abundance. You're in flow with money right now. The more you love yourself, the more you choose you, the more on the money train that you become. Okay, 3343 on the clock. Let's just see. How do pile number 2's spirit guides view them right now? How do pile number 2's spirit guides move with... Oh, this is beautiful, you guys. Befriend the word polarized. Okay, so this is not all about not being vanilla. You aren't vanilla, all right? You're not meant to be like everybody else, and you're realizing this. You're accepting this fully. You're like, you know what? I am not a vanilla flavor. I am Neapolitan ice cream. I am not supposed to be like everybody else. And you're accepting it. You're like, yeah, damn right. I love being different. I love being a little bit weird, okay? And you're learning how to love yourself. And you know what? Anybody who don't fucking like it, there's the door. I'll see you later. You don't really care. And you're starting to recognize this. And you know what? You're starting to embrace your weird. You're like, you know what? I love me. I love me, and I don't care if you don't love me, because you don't need to love me. My spirit guides love me. And look it, they're sitting right there. So, and you're doing it, right? And then we have move beyond intention to belief. Look it. Energy flows where my intention goes. We're not even, okay, so we're no longer intending to love ourselves. We are now believing it. We're believing that we're worthy. We're believing that we're the shit. We're not, holding the intention. Maybe that's how it started. My intention is to go on this self-love journey and to heal myself and to heal my self-worth. We're no longer intending it. Ooh, I'm getting chills. We are believing it now. We are walking, talking, breathing it right now. And that is how your spirit guides are viewing you right now. They're viewing you as someone who, had the intention to go on this self-love journey, but now you are rocking it, like rocking it. And your spirit guides want to applaud you. They want to applaud you for trusting them. They want to applaud you for walking this journey and continuing to walk this journey. They want to applaud you for recognizing the signs and seeing the signs and realizing that they're there with you. They want to applaud you for recognizing whose energy is not yours and what energy is yours and implementing boundaries when you need it. They want to applaud you for being courageous, for not caring what other people think, and for setting up boundaries. They want to applaud you for all of this, okay? Boop, boop. Confirmation honks. Gotta love those confirmation honks. All right, so let's see. Let's get it. How to pile. I love these readings, you guys. You guys are amazing. Not even gonna lie. You guys are amazing. And your spirit guides are holding you so close. Oh, so close. They're funny. They're great. What's this? Look at Fool. You're on my way. That's funny because I felt Aries energy earlier. Look at this. You're jumping in. You're free. I'm free. Free falling. Like you're just taking the plunge. You're like, I'm in such a blissful state. I'm just gonna like pop off of this cliff right now. Because look, she's holding amethyst. I trust the universe. I trust my spirit guides so dang much. It's not even funny. So they view you as someone who is doing higher learning. Look how happy this guy is. Ha ha! Ha 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 ha! Not giving no two shits about what other people say. Okay? And look at these. They got like, look, I'm on the stairway to the light to heaven. Look at this cool little sign like thing there. And then look at this, the flower of life here, just plunging into it. Look, walking up to it. You have found spirit within yourself. Through self-love, I want to cry. Through self-love, you have found your spirit guides, your spirit team. You have found your, calling. You found your connection. But it's through you that you found them, right? And they want to applaud you for this. They want to thank you for this. Your ancestors want to thank you for this, for walking away from things and people that no longer serve you, and for going into the light, going into the sunset. Okay, we have Aries energy. Look at ancestors, Ten of Cups. That's family. But 10 of Pentacles, generational, right? You're creating generational wealth. You're creating a legacy, okay? You may have grown up with, parents or family members or, friends and stuff that just, they had little self-worth, right? And you're breaking this cycle. And your spirit guides are applauding you and they're viewing you as someone with a whole lot of self-love. We have Aries energy. We have Taurus energy here. Taurus lives a very abundant and luxurious lifestyle as well. You may have Taurus in your chart. Does not have to be. But very grounded. So how do pile number 2 spirit guides view them right now? 6 of Cups, healing your family lineage, healing the past, right? This is also from like past lives, I'm feeling. Healing past lives. Yeah, sneaky, trickery, lying, thieving, right? Deception, shadowy, success. Overcoming the lies, the trickery that people projected onto you. People may have projected onto you as a child. You're healing your inner child. You're healing childhood woundings. People may have projected onto you when you were a child lies, deceit. It wasn't true, and you're recognizing, hey, that's not true about myself. What the heck? That ain't true. and you're starting to change the way you see yourself. You're starting to love yourself. You're starting to pour into yourself. You're starting to recognize that, hey, none of that was freaking true. Now you healed yourself, your inner child. You're healing your childhood patterns, and you're recognizing the deceit where it was. And now you're claiming your victory. And you're riding off into the sunset. And this is how your spirit guides view you. Okay? As someone who's healed, yeah, this card wants to come out again. Someone who's healed all the lies, the bullshit, the shadowy, the deception, the strategy. People were scared of your light, that they wanted to dim it down. And they wanted to, I don't even think they wanted to. They just projected their own insecurities and their own hatred for themselves onto you. And you sat there believing it all your life. And you're like, hey, what the heck? No. And then you found self-love, then you found spirit, and now spirit's working with you, and now you can see. I can see clearly now, the rain is gone. Right? Absolutely beautiful, pile number 2. Absolutely beautiful. Let's just get one more and close your reading. How do pile number 2 spirit guides view them? How do pile number 2 spirit guides view them? How do pile number 2 spirit guides view them? Look at protecting yourself, boundaries. What did I say? The sun card. You're recognizing where you need boundaries. Solar plexus. Okay? Your solar plexus chakra has been doing a lot of healing right now. Solar plexus meditations might help you out right now. But there's that Leo energy. You're finding your creativity. You're finding your sense of self. Okay? And you're recognizing that you are someone worth protecting against all these people that wanted to project onto you. You are now being protected by this little bubble here. Okay? And you're protecting your confidence. You're protecting who you are as a person at all costs. And this is absolutely radiant. This is absolutely beautiful. This is something worth celebrating. You're also letting spirit pour into you. Right? You don't need anybody else pouring into you. You're getting spirit to pour into you. Okay? You see that little white thing going down into her? You're allowing spirit to pour into you. You don't need all these other people pouring into you, okay? So that's how your spirit guides are viewing you right now. Someone who's very strong, very courageous, and on the self-love journey. And I applaud you for it, okay? Your energy feels very freeing, very liberated, very protected, okay? Pile number 2, if that resonated with you, please like, subscribe, comment down below, and I will see you at the next reading. Bye, babes. Pile number 3, last but definitely not least. Pile number 3. Ooh, I said that for a reason. Pile number 3 is if you chose this tree agate, this is going to be your reading on how your spirit guides are viewing you right now. So, late to the race, okay? You guys may be my late bloomers. You guys may have had a lot of trials and tribulations earlier on in life and throughout your 20s and maybe even early 30s. You guys are my pile who have not had it easy in life, okay? Your spirit guides and your spirit team want you, or are recognizing that, and they want you to know that your trials and tribulations have not been easy, and you have immense strength and courage and tenacity to keep going, okay? You may be late, but you're never too late, okay? You're right on time. You might be my late bloomers. I myself am a late bloomer, okay? So I can resonate with that, but your spirit team wants you to know that they are with you from the get-go, okay? And they recognize that it has not been an easy feat for you, my dears, okay? So we are going to tap in, tune in, and see, my loves, how do your spirit guides and spirit teams view you? So spirit team, ancestors, angels, can you tap me into the energy of pile number 3 and how their team views them? Someone with a lot of tenacity, someone who's been through a lot of crap, okay? Someone who's had to recognize that the only thing there for them is themselves and maybe their spirit guides or God. God's always there with you. You may have had a lot of like near-death experiences, I almost want to say, where, you know, no one was there for you except for your spirit team, except for God himself. Okay? Does not have to resonate. But how does pile number 3 spirit team view them right now? How does pile number 3 spirit team view them right now? You guys definitely have been through the ringer. Okay, so my fearless freedom lights this world up. You see how you are the light in this darkness? You may have been surrounded by a lot of darkness throughout your whole life, okay? You were the light in the darkness, okay? You had to surrender and you had to rely on yourself. And look at this. This is so funny. What do I have on my toe right there? I have this exact thing on my toe. Is this my reading? Jesus Murphy. Hello. Welcome. So when I think I've surrendered, I surrender more. So when I think I've been through it all, I gotta go through some more, guys. We gotta go through some more. But that's okay, right? We are meant to be the light in the darkness, and this is how your spirit team is viewing you right now. You are meant to light up the darker aspects of this world, okay? And just when you think you've had enough, you surrender a little bit more. You surrender to spirit. You surrender to the universe, and you're like, okay, take me where you need me, and you allow spirit to take you where you are needed, okay? You might not necessarily want to be there, but you are being taken like where you are needed to go, right? So it's almost like your spirit team and God kind of uses you as like this tool to bring light in such darkness. So you guys really haven't had it easy at all whatsoever. You guys have grown up in a really, really tough childhood. You guys have grown up through tough teenager years, and still right now, you guys are dealing with trials and tribulations after another. So you guys may be ruled by Saturn, okay? You guys may be a Capricorn, does not have to be, or, you know, you have a lot of 10th house placements, does not have to be, but you guys have not had it easy. Your spirit team views you as a peaceful warrior, really. You are a warrior in this world, okay? A true light worker. Definitely a true light worker with this here. Being the light in the darkness. Like, you've been surrounded by so much darkness, and you just wish that you could get out of it. But there is a purpose, there is a point into why you're doing it. It's because your soul is so strong, okay? When I accept the love of the universe as my primary teacher, I will always be guided back to the light. I will always be guided back to the light. Even though you are in such depths of darkness, you are always going to be guided back to yourself. You are always going to be guided back to the light of yourself. And your spirit team views you as someone who is always, even if you stray off path, even if you go, you know, this way, you're always going to be guided back to where you're supposed to be, because this is what you're supposed to be doing, okay? When I accept the love as the universe as my primary teacher, I will always be guided back to the light as my primary teacher. So the universe is your primary teacher. God is your primary teacher. They're trying to teach you the darkness of the world. You may have been a soul that is just so extremely high vibrational, just so in tune with love, that you came here to experience duality. You came here to experience the darkness, okay? So you may be a very, very pure heart. You may be very naive. You could have been very naive, and you came here to learn the darkness of the world. This is why Spirit is kind of like throwing you into more trials and more tribulations and more darkness, trying to show your soul, hey, like this is the duality. This is what it looks like. This is what it feels like. And you're like, oh my God, what? And your soul is kind of like, yeah, I kind of like came here to experience this. But you, being a conscious human being, are like, oh my goodness, I've had enough. Why am I going through this again and again and again and again? And it's because the universe is trying to teach you the world of duality. Okay, you may have been a soul where you have always been a little bit naive or a little bit too trusting, or you're always, you know, being there for people, holding the light for other people when you really shouldn't be holding their light. They need to learn how to hold their own light, right? And here you are holding a beacon of light up for them, and they really need to learn how to do it themselves, right? So you've had to learn how to let go of other people, even though you can see the light in them and you can recognize the light within their own darkness. You've had to learn how to let them go and to let go of their light and learn how to find the light within yourself, okay? This is primarily one of the soul lessons that you're learning, I'm feeling. But this is how your spirit guides are viewing you as someone who came here to experience duality, someone who came here to experience the darkness, someone who came here to experience not trying to help heal everybody or to hold a light up for everybody, right? And trying to hold that up for yourselves, right? Definitely resonate with this one. So how does my pile number 3 spirit team view them? Hope is a conduit for miracles, right? You hold on to hope, and it's a conduit for miracles. Look at all this yellow, right? Some of you guys could have chosen another pile. Does not have to be, but My outer experiences are a reflection of the internal condition, right? So your outer experiences are a reflection of your internal condition. So wanting to see the light in everybody because you see the light within yourself, right? Kind of gets you caught up in troubled times. Kind of will get you caught up in a troubled period. When I think I surrendered, I surrender more. You surrender the outcome. You surrender to the will of the universe because you recognize and you realize why you're here. You're here to become a beacon of light for other people, even though how dark it may get, right? So let's just see, how does pile number 3 spirit team view them? Yeah, you guys have been casted right into the depths of the darkness just to find your own light and to help people find theirs, but not to coddle other people, right? How does pile number 3 spirit team view them, please? How does pile number two, ooh, I said 2. Some of you guys could be coming from pile number 2. Hello, welcome. How do pile number 3's spirit team view them? How do pile number 3's spirit team view them? How do pile number 3's spirit team view them? Ooh, patience. Patience fell exactly right on top of here. My fearless freedom lights up the world, and patience fell on top. So you've had to learn patience in this lifetime. You've had to learn patience with the darkness. You've had to learn patience with the darkness within yourself. You may have been a person who's rejected their own darkness, or who's lived too far into their own darkness. Like I said, you grew up maybe with 5111 on the clock. You guys may have grown up in a really, really tough childhood, or trials and tribulations after trials and tribulations, or maybe you fell into the pits of darkness yourself only to have to climb right back up and find your own light, okay? You've had to have patience with everything. It says here, I accept that everything happens in divine order. When I think I've surrendered, I surrender more, because divine timing is at play in your life, and you're recognizing that now. Things happen as the universe wants them to happen. Because why? The universe is your primary teacher. The universe is trying to teach your soul something in this lifetime, and you're learning how to surrender. You're learning how to have patience. You're learning how to go with the flow and accept things the way they are and not trying to change anything. And this is how your spirit team is viewing you. They're viewing you as someone who's gaining a lot of patience, or learning to have patience with yourself and with the darkness of the world, okay? I'm hearing it's not happening on my time, it's happening on divine time, right? So you're learning this right now. How does my pile 3 spirit team? Trust. Look at this. Trust. Where is this? Oh, I seen it right here. Oh, it was here. Dang it. So it says, I accept that my inner voice will always guide me correctly. This is your intuition. You're learning how to trust yourself and trust the universe, okay? And then we have pride at the bottom. I love myself and I see myself in everyone. There's a lot of yellow here too, especially with the patience card and the pride card. Okay, this is all about solar plexus. Having the confidence, finding your light as well. Learning to find your light, and perseverance. I know I can do whatever I set my mind to. Persevere no matter what, and look, success, right? You persevere no matter what trial, no matter what tribulation, you're persevering, and you trust that the universe has a plan. Everything happens in divine timing. Your time is coming, late bloomers. It's like, my time is coming eventually. My time will come, and when it does, it's going to be grand. Right? Because I've learned all the lessons. I've been through the trials. I've been through the darkness. I fell into the darkness myself, only to have to climb all the way back up and find my own light again. So now I truly understand what darkness really is. So your spirit team is viewing you as a peaceful warrior, as someone who's fallen into the pits of the darkness, only to come back up again. Okay? Let's see. How does pile number 3 spirit team view them? How does pile number... Magic happens when you most expect it. Yeah, so you expect it to happen, and it does happen. Okay? This is also reminding me of aligning your chakras. So you've learned how to align your chakras, especially the middle one here, your solar plexus. I'm going to read this as 44, divinely protected. Look, and I turn right to it. A powerful, sacred creator, the potential to call your dreams into reality, the awakening of forgotten energies. The awakening of forgotten energies. In the beginning, I said that you were maybe a little bit naive, a little bit too light, came here to learn about the darkness, fell into the darkness, only to realize your own darkness and come back up and balance the two. It's almost like you were too much into one side of duality. So Spirit wanted to teach you the other side of duality so that you can come here and learn how to balance the two and work with the two, okay? Subtle shifts in your physical world and mindset changes, yeah? The mysterious will of Source. The mysterious will of Source. I love and accept the love of the universe as my primary teacher. The will of Source. Patience. I accept that everything happens in divine order. The will of Source is so important here. When I think I surrendered more. I surrender to the will of the universe. This is how your spirit guides are viewing you right now. Hope is the conduit for miracles. You have faith, you have hope, and you have endless trust within the universe. And my will to thy will. You are now allowing this Jesus to take the wheel, quite literally, right? The divine, your subconscious mind, finding and following the signs, right? Finding and following the signs to getting yourself out of that darkness, to balancing out your own energy, to learning alchemy. This is how your spirit guides are viewing you right now, as someone who's learning alchemy. Someone who's balancing out the darkness, and only way that you can balance out your own darkness is by falling so deep into it and then having to crawl back out of it, right? How does pile number 3 spirit guides view them right now? The edge of evolution feels messy. Yes, your life may have very well felt messy. Everything is chaotic. Everything is all over the place, but everything had a purpose. It was trying to teach you something. It was trying to teach you about your own darkness, your own duality, and the duality of the universe. It was also trying to teach you, there is your way of doing things, and then there's the Source's way of doing things. There's the light way and only the love and fluffy side of doing things. Then there's the really darkest side of doing things, but it's all about leveling it out, right? And the edge of evolution feels very messy. This is this lifetime is very, very epic for your soul's growth, is what I'm feeling here. Your soul is kind of learning how to balance out duality, learning about duality, learning about falling too far on one spectrum or the other, learning how to alchemize, learning how to balance them both out, okay? Fearless expression, learning how to express yourself fearlessly, no matter what. No matter if it's dark, you're going to express yourself, right? 55, change maker makes waves. The changes that you're making in your lifetime right now are creating a ripple effect within your soul and your timelines, okay? This lifetime is going to create a massive shift in how your soul participates within the universe. You're making waves for yourself, right? And it feels messy. It will feel messy. But you're making waves. You're making strides, huge strides for your soul. This is like a tower moment, but it's for your whole soul. It's like shaking it to the core so that you can up level and then up level. How to pile number 3, spirit team, view them right now. Synchronicity. Look, yin and yang. What did I say about the dark and the light? I can't believe it. I'm getting chills. The darkness, finding the light and the darkness. You're learning how to balance the dark and the light out. Okay? Not being too far into one and not being too far into the other. But also my cat is wearing a cone. Sorry, I have to check on her. You okay? She's okay. But having to balance them both out. This is what your soul's doing in this lifetime, and this is what your spirit guides are recognizing. They're there supporting you. Okay? There's a reason why you have to fall so far into the darkness, is to recognize your light. And there's a reason why maybe you were surrounding people with your light and such bright light, but people have done bad things to you because you needed to balance out the dark and the light here. Shine your light. My fearless freedom lights the world. Shine your light. Right? Archangel Uriel. Thank you, Uriel, for helping me share my light with the world. Even though there's darkness, right? You may have been thrown right into the darkness, but you still share your light with others. You still are patient. God has a plan, right? You may have been beaten up by other people, but you still shine on. You may have been cast in the pits of darkness, but you still found your light and you still shone on. No matter how dark and deep it was for you, the trials, the tribulation, the pain, the trauma, you still shined your light. You still had your light. You still held on to your light. And this is making waves, big strides for your soul. Big strides. It's transforming your whole soul. Because you're recognizing that no matter what darkness that you are in, you are protected. Archangel Michael, you are protected no matter what. You were meant to get thrown in to the darkness so that the darkness can recognize that there is still light in this world. And you've been protected this whole dang time. This whole time. God had a plan for you. And you've had to surrender because your light was needed in the most darkest places. You're a peaceful warrior. Okay, pile number 3. Look, you're extremely supported. We're going to end off with tarot. Let's see. How does pile number 3 spirit guides view them? Whew. Look at 5 of Cups. You've been in the pits of hell. Draining your life force. Draining your light into this black hole. Just draining you. So sad. It's just an endless pit, right? It was just an endless pit of darkness. 11:11 on the clock there. You've had to pull yourself out. You've had to learn. Look, tower moment. Boom. Sudden change. Shocking change. Change maker makes waves. Like your life has been one tower moment after another after another. But remember what I said, that this was a tower moment for your soul? Your soul kind of had to learn where to pour into people, where not to pour into people. Where, things happen, but things happen because there's a divine plan that is bigger than you. You are a part of a divine plan that is bigger than yourself. And your soul recognizes it and took up the challenge. Pouring into other people, just pouring into empty pits. How does pile number 3 spirit team view them? Yeah, look at, we're a hard worker, self-mastery, patience. Look at all these cycles. Things happen in cycles, right? Late bloomers. Patience here. I accept that everything happens in divine order. The moons, dark moon, full moon, the cycles of the moon. Everything happens in divine order. This is divine order. This is the cycles. The moon goes on its divine order. It has a plan. Everything happens as it should. And then we have the 4 of Wands, success, celebration, happiness. Gaining your light back through celebration, through self-love, through shining your light and recognizing your light. No longer pouring into other people. You've had to have this tower moment. Something bad had to happen to shock you out of this. You can't pour into a pit of darkness. It's going to drain you. It's going to drain your very essence. You were trying to pour into people, pour into people, pour into people. It was endless. And then boom, something had to happen. Trial after trial after trial. You had to get ripped apart by people around you because you needed to learn how to not pour into people that is just a pit of darkness. You are in this light with this darkness all around you and you can't pour into it. It's like a bottomless pit. And your soul needed to learn this. So you needed to be brought into the darkness completely so that it surrounded you and encased you, right? It enveloped you. You were just surrounded by it. And then you had to wake up and realize and master this, that everything has its cycles, everything has its plan. You're a part of a bigger plan. And you worked hard on it. And now you've gained your light back. You've learned to balance it out. Balance the light and the dark. You've learned. Not everything can be light. Just as well as not everything can be dark. It doesn't have to be dark. Okay, I'll get one more and then we'll finish it off. Yeah, 4 of Swords. Resting, rejuvenating, healing your heart. Your spirit team definitely sees you as a peaceful warrior. One more card. How does pile number 3 spirit team view them? 10 of Swords. Painful endings. Right? Your life has not been easy. That's the truth. King of Swords. Logical discernment. You've learned discernment. 10 of Swords. It hasn't been easy for you. You've had to learn how to walk away, how to find freedom. That was a beautiful reading. I resonate with that reading. So pile number 3, if that resonated with you, please comment down below, hit the thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel for future readings. I love all of you guys. Okay? I'll see you next time.